Hello again. I'm Steph Stanford, the happiness expert, and you have been doing great. You've already made it through the introduction. You've made it through step 1 of moving from fear to faith. Remember, it was asking and being aware when fear is around. Step 2 was loving and listening more fully so that you can receive the best that's meant for you, and you can share that with the world in your relationships, in your job, in your business, in any way that your heart desires. So we're moving on to step 3 now. And step 3 is moving closer to the source. Let me tell you about a Bible verse that I keep on my dresser. It says, I'm going to read it so I get it right. Those who focus on God are strong like a tree planted by a river. Your leaves never wither, and you produce fruit in season. Everything you do will prosper. I keep that on my dresser, and it has motivated me so much, and it has helped me transform my life. It's helped me definitely get past fear in those moments where I don't think I can do it, I don't think I'm enough, I don't think I have enough. Remembering that verse has helped me take steps forward. Let me break it down for you. The first thing is, those who focus on God are strong like a tree planted by a river. I looked at trees that were planted near rivers and lakes, and what I saw is that they were huge. Their trunks were strong. They didn't have disease. Their roots were strong. I could even see them coming out in the side of the riverbank, and even their roots were secure, holding on, so that when a hurricane blew on through, nothing could shake it. Nothing could move those trees. And those roots that are close to the river are different than the roots that are planted off in the middle of the field somewhere. If there's a tree planted by a river, the roots can reach into the water and get that water anytime it's needed. The roots have everything that they need. They have secure ground, and they have water. They have sunlight, and they have air. They have everything, and they don't just have it. They have an abundance. If you're by a river, you have more water than other trees. Those who focus on God are strong like a tree planted by the river. In season, you will produce fruit, and your leaves never wither. Well, that's what I saw when I looked at these trees. Of course they have their season. They have times when they bloom flowers and they bear fruit. But no matter what time it is, no matter what they're going through, they're still able to stand strong and show their green leaves and exist and be okay. And really, everything they do will prosper. That's the third part. That tree cannot fail because that tree is planted so close to the source of everything that it needs, the earth and the water. That tree's set up to win. So if you want to lose weight and you focus on God and you're strong like a tree planted by the river, your leaves will not wither. If you want to lose weight, everything you do will prosper. When you are close to the source, if you want a new car, you need money to pay your bills, you need a secure job so you can take care of your family or yourself, everything you do will prosper. If you need a new relationship, someone who will support you and believe in your dreams with you, everything you do will prosper. There's one common theme along that entire thing that gets you to that place where you can prosper, and it's this. You got to be standing close to the source of everything that you need. Now you can call that source whatever you want. You could call that source God, Jah, Yahweh, Buddha, nature, yin and yang, universe. I don't really care what you call it, but it's something bigger than you, and you must be close to that source. Now you might be surprised. I'm sure right now you're thinking, well, great, I know I need to be close to the source, but how do I do that? How do I get close to the source? There are many ways, but let me tell you about just 3 that have worked really well for me. One is you accept yourself. What? What's it have to do with fear transforming your life? I want to get past fear and move to faith. What? Accept yourself. that helps you get closer to the source. Let me explain why. When you can say, I made a mistake yesterday, but I did my best, so I'm going to let it go. I accept myself. When you can say, I'm not at my ideal weight, but you know what? I'm still a beautiful person. I accept myself. When you can say, I have talents and gifts and abilities and strengths, and even if I haven't been brave enough to use them yet, I still accept myself. I'm okay with what I've done up to this point. It's a way of acknowledging that everything good that you've been given is ready and ripe to move forward. You get closer to the source by saying, I acknowledge everything you've given me that's good. I let go of the crap. I keep the good, and I accept myself. That's the first part of getting close to the source. The next thing you can do is to be a best friend to you. What is this woman talking about? You heard me. Be a best friend to yourself. What that means is that you think about what advice you would give to your best friend if he or she was in the same situation. What would you tell them to do? On long days, would you tell your friend, hey, I know you had a long day. Let's go get some Chinese food and have a margarita somewhere. Let's not stress. Let's just relax a little bit together. Would you sometimes put the laundry to the side, put the chores to the side so you could just lay down and spend a little time with your kids and read a book with them? What advice would you give your best friend if they came to you feeling the way you feel right now? That's the advice you start giving to yourself, and you take it. Now, how does that get you closer to the source? It helps you create balance in your life. It helps you create acceptance in your life. It helps you feel more peaceful and more calm because you're not so stressed out about things. It's taking care of you. It's giving you just a little bit of nurturing when you need it most. If you want to move closer to the source, start taking care of you so God can take care of you too. Here's a third thing. Ready? Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. You're still human. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. We make mistakes all the time. It's time to be done with beating yourself up about it, okay? It's time to let that go. It's not productive. It doesn't help your brain move closer to the source. You see, your mind is always working. There are always thoughts coming in, and you get to choose what thoughts you want in there. Do you want this negative self-talk coming in, telling you about all of the terrible things you've done over the years, the way you didn't spend enough time with your family, the way that meal was terrible that you cooked, you don't have enough money to help somebody out, you're not being a good friend? Do you want all that negative in there? Or do you instead want to make some space, clear that negative out of there so that you can start focusing on God, that higher energy, and the source that's going to bring you everything you need so you can prosper? Forgive yourself for whatever you've done that's big or that's small. Let it go. Move forward. I know these things sound really simple, almost too simple, but those three things will help connect you to this higher energy. Because when you're all stressed and uptight, you're like a straw that's bent and nothing can flow through. But if you will relax and feel more peaceful by accepting yourself, being a best friend to yourself, and forgiving yourself, all those things help you relax and open so that you can start receiving and being closer to the source. That's going to help you prosper. So it's really pretty simple, this whole getting close to the source thing. You just have to start taking a little bit better care of you. That's going to help you transform your life, grow your confidence, and move past fear. When you're afraid to do little things, you'll say, what would my best friend tell me to do right now in this moment? And your best friend would say, you can do it. You're smart. You're wonderful. You're so good at that. Don't give up. You're awesome. That's what your best friend would say. You see how it works? You're starting to bring in more positive self-talk and more balance into your life by simply accepting you, being a best friend to you, forgiving you, and all those things help you get closer to the source. And that's source, honey. that's going to help you prosper in every single area of your life. It will help you transform, and you'll start to move quickly past fear to faith. This was step 3. You've made it almost all the way through. I hope you're applying these lessons in your life. I know you can do it. Join me tomorrow for the very last one, step 4. We're going to talk about the last way that you can move past fear into faith so you can transform your life. Thank you for joining me. Steph Stanford, the happiness expert. Have a great day.